asked if I might come and help out on a corporate takeover the exchange was contemplating. I had been due to join another investment bank several months later, and my wife told me I should just relax and enjoy my time off. However, although I had previously worked on transactions involving banks, insurers, and asset managers, I had never seriously looked at how exchanges work, and curiosity got the better of me. The transaction turned out to be the competitive auction for the London Metal Exchange, LME, the world's leading venue for trading industrial metals, with a history tracing back over 4 centuries. From the outside in, HKEX in those days looked like a sleepy and bureaucratic organization. On my first day in the office, I discovered that the company did not have international direct dialing from the desktop phones. To make an overseas call, you had to find a secretary to come and input a long series of codes before being able to dial out. The first-round bids for the LME were due in a couple of weeks. When I got home that night, I told my wife that I would be able to resume my time off after that. Famous last words. HKEX was then in the early stages of a transformation to broaden its focus from stock trading. Notwithstanding the company's inexperience in international takeovers, the then chairman and CEO were determined to win the race to acquire the LME. In the latter stages of the transaction, I was asked whether I might stay on in a full-time position. My wife was skeptical about the idea. We were thinking about starting a family, and working for the exchange would involve a meaningful pay cut. However, somehow it just felt like the right move. Hong Kong is a small town, and I already knew a number of people at HKEX. Most importantly, the exchange was one of the few sizable financial institutions that is Hong Kong-based. HKEX sits at the heart of Hong Kong's financial ecosystem, which is integral to the city's success and prosperity. It was attractive to me to be putting my energies towards building a company that can make a big difference to Hong Kong, and where the key decisions were made locally, rather than far away in Frankfurt, London, or New York. Hong Kong's raison d'etre, since it was ceded to the British in 1842 following the Opium War, has been as a center of trade, connecting China and Western markets. Over time, the trade in goods was supplemented by trading in securities and derivatives. Following the return of sovereignty to China in 1997, Hong Kong's role as the leading financial center connecting China and international markets has continued to grow. HKEX has grown alongside Hong Kong, expanding its role in the past decade from serving as the leading platform for Chinese companies to raise investment from international investors to trading in fixed income, currencies, and commodities. The company has also cooperated with mainland Chinese market infrastructure operators to expand and deepen the connections between China and international markets. Initially, I worked as chief of staff to the CEO. Later, I took over running group strategy for the organization. Through my work on the formulation and execution of HKEX's strategy, I found myself at a fascinating intersection of global geopolitics and financial markets, at what is arguably one of the most pivotal points in international relations in my generation. From this perch, I had the opportunity not only to interact with the top managements of the major global banks, corporate issuers, and investors who are HKEX's customers, but also to work closely with regulators and policymakers in Hong Kong, mainland China, and around the world. This opened my eyes to the broader geopolitical considerations surrounding financial markets policy and regulation. In most parts of the financial services industry, the main challenges are to work out how to get something done and how to make money doing it. Due to their central position in the marketplace, exchanges and other market infrastructures that constitute the plumbing of the global capital markets overlap with regulation and policy to a much greater extent than other financial organizations. For regulators and policymakers, making money is only a secondary or even tertiary concern. What they care about